Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play featuring the Dwarf Druid, Beâr Thrylls. Last session we began exploring this dank crypt that's been hiding underneath the overgrown ruins that we were ultimately led to thanks to a book we found over at the Druid's Grove. So an interesting series of events have led us to this destination where we've come across some rather interesting sets of items as well, including but not limited to the soul coin. Just wanted to highlight this one, from which strange, incomprehensible whispers emanate, pervading our mind with rage and despair. It says these coins can power infernal engines, and I'm very curious to see exactly what that means, so no, we will not be selling this item. Yes, we will very much be holding on to it, because Beâr is the kind to be curious about such things, as we've seen in the past. On the topic of Beâr's curiosity, he is also tremendously curious about these heavy oak doors that remain locked in front of him, so without further ado, Astarion, please do the honors. Let's get in there. Let's see what's waiting for us. I suspect it'll be a damn sight more valuable than all the things we've already found. Now, we found things of decent value, you know, financially speaking. We found one rather interesting artifact in that soul coin, but there must be more, right? There must be more. Roll the dice. DC of 10 shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, are you kidding me? Are we going to make it? Yeah, we're going to make it. Good stuff. Thank God. That could have gone poorly. But folks, just want to mention really quickly as we unlock these doors, if you've been enjoying the series, if you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving those likes and comments down below. As always, they make a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, but especially after a long break like the one we just had, those likes and comments are extra helpful because I'm always a little worried after a break that people are less interested, which is perfectly fair. I want to be clear, that's perfectly fair, but if people are still interested, it's great for me to know. Anyway, let that aside. Let's see what's behind door number 2 here. Let's go.
Moving.
All right. Interesting. Oh, very interesting. At first, I was like, "Yeah, this looks like a cool place," and now I'm a little concerned. We've already had some remarks about how it looks like this place wasn't really made for the living, if I recall the word choice exactly. And then I see something like this, and I really start to wonder. That's a cool statue, though. I wonder why the sword is all wilted and almost leaf-like in nature. Like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, let's get down to business. I think it's not a bad idea for us to actually go into stealth mode over here. Play it safe. And entombed scribe, rather. Oh, hello. It's a massive hole in the wall over here, leading us out, seemingly. Well, there's got to be something out here. Can't reach that way, but there's got to be something of value over here, I suspect. Oh, hello. And a ladder. All right. Lots to look at. Lots to look at. Let's go ahead and take a look around first. Just being extra careful over here because this feels like a place that would be well defended. I'm a little concerned that these guys are going to come to life or something. And as I say that, actually, and send some of these stuff over to the camp.
Let's move before we meet the same fate.
Let's move on before we meet the same fate, he says. What is that fate? What is that fate? We can find out now because we can speak with dead, and I don't think Beâr would hesitate to do this. So let's go ahead and pop that. So my understanding is I can only use it once, and then I have to long rest if I want to use it again. It's not like speak with animals where it lasts until long rest. Maybe see, because it specifically says until long rest for speak with animals, whereas here it says it refreshes on a long rest. So I can't just use it willy-nilly. Now I do have quite a few scrolls, if I'm not mistaken, of speak with dead. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe I could use those first. This won't actually use any slots or anything. So I could go either way, really. Let's do it this way. Why not? What happened here? Oh, can't... Oh. Okay. Well, isn't that a bit of a giveaway? Right, because we know that this scribe wasn't a normal scribe. They were an undead scribe. Or perhaps they are now, you know, become undead because of something that happened after they got entombed. I don't know which one it would be, but this tells me that they are dangerous to us. If Beâr were to try and cast this spell on something, and he was to understand that he can't do it because it is undead, I feel as though he would probably try and do something to get ahead of that potential threat. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we should do what? Pull back a little bit. And Shadowheart. Let's get you in there with a firebolt. Invalid target, it says. Really? But I can stab it. I can hit it. Alright, let's go with the stab from Shadowheart here. Invalid target.
Let's not
Hang
get
on.
caught
It
off
said
guard.
Beâr could hit. Invalid target. That's a little silly, isn't it? That's a little silly. I should be able to hit that. Thunderwave isn't going to move that body. I can't Thorn Whip it or anything, obviously. Alright, well, let's throw my caution to the wind, I suppose.
The gods are
Again, that's
watching
one of
me.
those things where, like, if I was playing on tabletop, this is something I would expect my my GM to be able to allow me to do, where I'm like, okay, well, if it's undead, I want to take every precautionary method over here. But hey, that's the difference between a CRPG and a TTRPG, and that's perfectly fine. I'm ready for it, though. I'm ready for these guys to come to life. Another one up over there as well. All right. Well, let's loot them while we can, then, I guess. Scroll of Burning Hands. Don't mind if I do. So many scrolls, man. So many scrolls. I got 4 scrolls of Burning Hands at a minimum. That's at a glance. Pick this up. Send this over to camp. Good stuff. Let's head over to this one as well. It's not looting. It's disarming. Not looting. It's disarming.
What's hiding here?
We know what's coming. Watch. I'm just being overly cautious, and the fact of the matter is that these guys are not going to actually come back to life or anything. They were previously already undead, and they've been eliminated already. Knowing my luck, that's exactly what's going down. But for the time being, playing it safe, looks like there's nothing else up over here. We could investigate what's back over there before we go through any of these doors. And we could also investigate, of course, what's out over there. First things first, let's head down over here. I think we can stop sneaking. It's looking safe enough. Famous last words, I know.
That statue. It seems they worship some kind of
Jurgle.
scholar.
I didn't think anyone worshipped the scribe of the dead.
Kind of interrupted each other there. Scribe of the Dead. What does this plaque have to say? Probably illegible, just like all the others.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
I suppose I should say illegible. I should say unintelligible. That's the more correct description, if I'm not mistaken. Because illegible is when you can't read it because, like, you know, bad handwriting or it's been faded or whatever. Unintelligible is when you can't tell what it says for any general reason. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could very well be wrong. So feel free to correct me. But they are two distinct ways of describing something you can't read. Ah, there's a successful perception check. Well, I already saw the button. I saw that with my own 2 eyes. We'll engage with that afterwards. Let's see what else there is over here first before we, I don't know, bring the dead back. I mean, look at this. Come on. Like, these are clearly... Okay, come on. Never have I felt so telegraphed to. Though I could be misinterpreting it, obviously. Got a heavy key. Grab that. This to camp. Pick that up as well. Cool. All these daggers, you'd expect there was some sort of, I don't know, bloodletting ritual or mass suicide ritual or something going on. Okay, so we're all good here. I can go ahead and push that button, and then we can make our way through this this door over here. Not sure where that leads. Or first, actually, let's see what's going on out over there. Take a look at what's happening out over there. I feel a little bit better before we dive into a fight. Again, I'm making an assumption, yes, but I think it's a safe assumption. I'm also thinking that over here we probably have nothing other than this way out, maybe. A lever to pull it down. And does this take us all the way out? Maybe. We'll explore more after. And I jump across. Not enough space, it says. That doesn't sound right. That looks like plenty of space. But it's just a way to kind of invisible wall this section out. That's fine. Alright, we'll come back here. That lever looks like a way out, so we'll leave that for later. Over to the button we go. What's the worst that could happen, right? What's the worst that could happen? Let's go ahead and quick save, so if the worst does happen, then we don't have to redo all the looting and stuff. Sorry, all the disarming and stuff. We can just kind of come back to here. I'm assuming something opens up when we push this button, but hey, who knows? God damn it. Did I call it or did I call it? Did I not call it? I called it. You know what I should have done? You know what I should have split everybody up. I should have positioned them around these like dead bodies so that they would be immediately engaged in melee. The thing is though, how could I have known that the initiative orders would have rolled this way? Right? So that could have been a risky move. Now hopefully, apart from this guy who I missed and who still has his equipment, Hopefully everybody else has in fact been disarmed. It looks like no one's got their daggers or anything, so that's good. And I guess this is kind of a cheeky solution to a potential threat over here. We got 1, 2, this guy, forgot about this guy. 3, 4, and of course the one that I missed was the actual warrior. Of course, why not? Why not? Alright, no one's gonna be able to close the gap. Right, can't reach destination. Shadowheart, what about you? You're the closest.
Focused.
Nope, can't reach destination. Okay. I could try and hit you with a guiding bolt. Seems like a reasonable idea. Guiding bolt. Over here, radiant damage, 55% hit chance. It's not amazing, but worth a shot. Gives us the advantage is what I'm thinking about, right? Go all the way up to there. That's not a terrible idea either. I'd rather stay over here. Pull these guys to us, right? Give them a bit of a distance to go to. Because up over there, this guy can close the gap pretty quickly. So pop this shot, please. Go for it.
Do this.
God damn it, critical miss. Are you kidding me? Why you gotta be this way? Let's move up to here. We're gonna basically form a line, pop a few spells, and then let them close the gap a little bit. Not sure how quickly they move, but hopefully we'll buy ourselves a bit of time for Astarion to get some kills in. But Shadowheart, I believe that's your turn done.
Time to kill.
Astarion, what to do with you, buddy? We'll creep up to here. If I were to hide, that's an action, right? Well, so cunning action hide it shall be, as always.
This way.
Creep you up to here, shouldn't be a problem. Cunning action hide.
Subtle approach.
Better sneak attack from range in there. 84% chance to hit. Again, I could get our increased chance to hit in. Sharpshooter, right? If I try that, 58%. That's way too low. That's way too low. Let's not do that. Alright. Go for it. 84% chance. That should work out. Not too shabby. Now, let me just take a quick look at something here, though. Resistance's bludgeoning vulnerability. Of course, this comes up after Shadowheart changes her weapon from a bludgeoning weapon to a piercing one, right? Of course. But fortunately, Beâr is still using a bludgeoning weapon, if I'm not mistaken. Will not so much, but we should be okay. Let's go ahead and get you hidden again. I could dash back, I suppose. I see no value in that. Can't close the gap to anybody to stab him, so Astarion, that's your turn done.
So much for peace.
Beâr, let's get you up to here, buddy.
Can't slow down.
And again, I could pop a Moonbeam, level 2 spell slot, right? That's so much. It feels like such a waste. Everyone here has 10 HP. This guy's got like 9. This seems so wasteful. I could pop an Entangle, slow these guys down a little bit, I suppose. Doesn't hurt. Keep hitting them with spells. Though I want them in melee. I just want to be the first one to land a hit. That's all it is. Poison Spray doesn't have that great range. Sure, Shillelagh. I don't think I can Thorn Whip anybody, which again closes the gap to us, right? Not enough movement. I need to get something. I'd love a cantrip that has a bit more reach on Beâr.
The blade will not bend.
For situations like this. Will, let's get you
No
sure
time
up to
waste.
here. And I'm kind of tempted to just use Scorching Ray and go kind of 1, 2. Can I not? Path is interrupted. Ah, get out of here. Get out of here. You can't fire through that. Pull you a little bit closer. Path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. I'm not going to waste 3 shots on one guy who will possibly kill with 1 and waste a slot on that. So Eldritch Blast it shall be. 55%. Yeah, go for it. That's an alright hit. That is you done, Will. Indeed. How fast these guys move. With dash. You know what? That's a lot faster than I expected. Oh, this guy didn't pop dash. Silence. Oh, that's not good. So much for casting spells as people close the gap. Critical miss, good stuff. We're okay though, we haven't taken too much damage and we should be able to eliminate that guy pretty easily. This guy's dashing in. He's going to be hit with that silence as well, not that he cares. Can I finish him off with somebody else to free Astarion up? I assume yes. Beâr, let's go in there.
Despite everything.
55% hit chance, that is not amazing. Well, let's go for it. Good stuff. Amazing enough. Amazing enough. That's that done. I don't think I can do anything else with you, so let's end your turn, Beâr. I mean, I guess I could close the gap, but before we do that, I mean, I can just move out of this range. Astarion?
Death's cold grip.
Let's get you up over here. I want to try and finish this guy off nice and early. Sneak attack, not going to work. Must have advantage, so cunning action, hide. Or I go in with the offhand melee twice to try and get the kill in. 2 to 7 damage. It would have to be twice. Trying to figure out if I prefer something else. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Let's go in with this. Got the crit. Beautiful. Concentration broken. Love to see it. Let's go with it again. Get the kill. Beauty. Now I'm trying to figure out if I can't do something here. If I can't get like Shadowheart, for example, to close the gap. Not enough movement. I could dash, right? That's an option. Will, what about you? Target's too far. Reduce movement because of Ray of Frost as well. Okay.
Concentrate.
So let's get Shadowheart. 9 meters on this. Let's get Shadowheart to go in there with the charge, right? This will reload or refresh on a short rest, which is fine.
Time to deal
And in doing so, we'll get a decent bit of damage in. And Astarion will be able to use his sneak attack from range because Buddy here now is in melee. But unfortunately, it looks like I don't have an angle. Beauty. Okay, that's always fun. So I can hit you with a regular attack, but I can't hit you with a sneak attack from range. How does that make any sense? Can I hop out? No, because I don't have bonus action. Okay, let's step up a little bit. How about from here? Fine, I'll take it. Definitely, I'll take that. I don't understand how a slight nudge a couple inches that way made that difference, but I'll take it. So Buddy over here and Buddy over here. We should be okay.
Don't waste a
Kept
step.
it there. Pop Shillelagh, we already have it. Yeah, end your turn there.
Favors the
Will,
fearless.
another Eldritch Blast perhaps to stop this guy from casting Silence. 85% hit chance. We need maximum damage. A low likelihood, but I'll take it if it works out. My assumption is that guy's the one who can cast Silence just because of the symmetry of the map, but I could be wrong. End your turn there, see what the AI does.
End this.
Oh no, Shadowheart still has return, nothing to do with it though, so let's go ahead and creep up this way, slowly close the gap towards that body there. Cool. Of course, this is the guy with Silence instead. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. That's the guy with Ray of Frost. Got hit with a critical hit there, looks like. Hellish Rebuke would finish the job. I don't think I need that much damage output, but what else am I doing with my level 2 Warlock spell slot? We could use a short rest after this battle. Only for Will, really, so it feels like a waste. Yeah, sure, pop Hellish Rebuke. Let's go for it. Finish him off. Dead. Who's left? This guy's left.
Got to
Shadowheart?
focus.
Get in there.
Strike
You know what?
true.
Actually, a short rest isn't a bad idea. Because there's a few things that we can get from the short rest. Astarion,
Let's have some
can
cover.
you sneak attack from here? Path is interrupted. Okay. Let's get you... Nope, don't want to... Actually, I guess I could jump because that's a bonus action. We got that to spare.
Do the unexpected.
Let's get out over here. Since Buddy's in melee, should be able to pop this. Yep, 90% hit chance. Nice and easy.
To surrender their valuables, even after death.
How about we slip out of here before the next bone party starts?
Bone Party sounds so goddamn slimy. Alright. This Entombed Warrior. Again, the only one that I wasn't actually able to spot. 2 to 7 damage on a Scimitar. Yeah, you know what? No. Sent to camp. I was hoping for something a bit more interesting, but fine. Pick that up for myself. There's a bit more investigating to do, but
With haste.
I'm glad I saw that coming. Ooh, hello. Excuse me. Oh, it looked like I could speak to him. Let's head in here. What do you got for me?
Hide one sarcophagus.
Richly adorned sarcophagus, not just any sarcophagus. Journal's been updated. We found a large empty sarcophagus hidden within the ruins. From the looks of it, it's recently been opened. Well, why would you tell me that it's empty before I've actually opened it? That's kind of anticlimactic. Alright, that's fine. We'll still take a look at it. Quick save just in case. There might still be something in there. Heavy chest. There's other stuff to look at as well. Ooh, hello. The Amulet of Lost Voices. It just gives us Speak with Dead. Now, it'll probably be on a recharge. So, hang on. I'm trying to figure out if I want to replace my current necklace or if I give this to, say, Shadowheart, is that fitting for Shadowheart? Or maybe Astarion? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's pick this up. Let's send this to camp. And let's take a look at our equipment. Who's carrying what? You're not carrying anything. Oh, no. Gotta switch over here. I forgot. You're not wearing anything right now. Doesn't make sense. It gives us access to even more Speak with Dead. You're not wearing anything just quite yet. I think it's fitting enough for Shadowheart to have it. I don't know if communing with the dead is like against her religion or anything. I'm not super familiar, I'll be frank, but
No time
makes
to
as much
rest.
sense as anybody else, I suppose, right now. If you feel otherwise, let me know. This plaque, I assume we cannot read.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Now, why is this one we can read? The plaque by the sarcophagus mentioned a guardian of tombs. Could it be the strange figure who offered us help? Which strange figure? Like the literal devil that spoke to us? Or the one that's been appearing to us in our dreams and stuff? I mean, strange figure to me implies the actual literal devil that we met. Which makes sense, I suppose. Let's take a peek. Another soul coin. Yeah, don't mind if I do. I'll take that. I'll take this gold. I will take Hill Giant Finger. Jesus. Make an elixir of Hill Giant Strength. Sure. Let's pick that up. I can extract it. Mud Mephit Wings and Bronze Ingot. Send that to camp. I mean, I assume I could probably craft something with that, but I probably should have sent it to camp anyway. Alright, good stuff. Is that all of our scouting done? What do these vases have? Nothing in them, I assume. Nothing.
Best be on my way.
Alright, well, this has been an interesting one. Alright, okay. Okay, we can make our way out. Head through this door, see what else is over here in this like little antechamber or whatever. We can check what that ladder takes us to as well. But either way, we've come across some exits already as well. Alright, what's behind door number 3? Well, that's kind of hideous. More sarcophagi. Were these like loyal servants in life who were buried alongside their master?
Someone wanted to bury their secrets.
Book of Dead Gods. That was a perception check. That's weird. Oh, it's locked. That's very weird.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Alright, here we go. I could search for an arcane rune to sabotage, or I could try to smash the lock open. My arcana is okay. My intelligence is alright. I say we try for that. Let's go for it. Got a +1 DC of 15. Let's get that guidance going. I have no inspiration or anything, right? So, God, fingers crossed. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. God damn it. Well, that's a real shame. Okay. Didn't find a rune.
The tome does not take kindly to your tampering. A feeling like pins and needles lingers under your skin, pricking and prodding.
Smash the lock open, or I could leave it. Okay, let's leave it for now. I don't think smashing is the right answer here. Set that thing down. Who amongst us is perhaps better at such matters? Always forget it's the middle one. Arcana, Arcana, Arcana. We have +1, +3 from Will. That makes sense to me. Alright, Will. Will you
Where am I needed?
do us the honors? I'm kind of curious. His HP's kind of low, but I think he's fine. He'll be okay. Over to the Book of Dead Gods.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Aren't they all? Ooh. Now, because of the fact that I'm a warlock and I use my charisma then to channel my patron's strength into the lock. Okay, so I get +3 with Arcana. I get +3 from charisma. I feel like because we're a warlock, we should use this one because it would clearly be more in character to do so. So we will channel our patron's strength into the lock. Sounds like something that would keep it locked, but I'm assuming the channeling of strength is to unlock it. Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. DC of 10. We got that bonus. Let's go ahead and get that guidance going as well. Come on, baby. Please. God damn. That was a low roll. Both the dice that were rolled there were low rolls. I'm not liking this for this session, but let's see what secrets this book holds.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Alright, let's take a closer look here. What's our religion like? Oh, not bad. A little +1, and then we have the guidance as well. Go for it. I'm assuming it's a list of people who've died and in various ways based on some of the other books we've seen in this script. But DC at 10? Should be able to pull that off. Come on, baby, please. Why do I speak? Why do I jinx myself like this? God damn. We really should have passed that with a DC at 10. God damn. Alright.
The longer you stare at the dark and decimated words, the more your head aches. There is no meaning to be found here.
Well, we got a scroll of Ray of Enfeeblement. I suppose that's the loose page we came across. That book is now unlocked, so... Religion. This is the most I've looked at character sheets. See, I like this, though. And I'm curious about you guys' opinions. I'd love to read in the comments how you feel about this. When I'm playing around a table, right, we often have to think about what our character excels at, who's the best at certain things, and of course if it's in character to do certain things as well, which I'm keeping in mind. This is the most I felt like I've had to do this in this game thus far, and we've been playing for a decent bit of time. Anyway, I'm looking for what? Religion? Yeah, religion. +1, Shadowheart's got the +2, +1 on Asterion, +1 on Will. So the +2 on Shadowheart, not surprised there. I mean, hypothetically, I should already have all these strengths and weaknesses memorized, but I haven't had to reference them, so I don't have them memorized. Oh, really? Okay, cool. The names of dead gods, most of them unfamiliar and unpronounceable, fill the pages of this ancient tome. Several entries on the last page have been stricken through, the final 3 thoroughly enough to be completely illegible. I respect the game's decision to not allow us to read that again. I think it was last session I was talking about how if I fail a roll, there should be a consequence to that failed roll, and this is a perfect example of that. So good on the game for sticking to its guns there. I mean, obviously it's a little unfortunate. I'd love to know what's going on there, but this is the consequences of rolling dice and failing. Silver necklace, let's send that to camp. Don't mind if I do. Let's see if this sarcophagus has another soul coin. Grab that, thank you. A warhammer. 1 to 10 damage versus 1 to 8. It's versatile, so I can use it with one hand. It is slightly more damage. It doesn't do fly trap. It doesn't ensnare targets. Now, ensnaring a target does give us the advantage against it, right? So this isn't bad. Nature's Snare is also a fitting weapon for Beâr if you think about his backstory. I'm gonna go ahead and... Jesus, we're carrying too much stuff. I'll go and pick that up. Send the ringmail armor over to our camp. And let's very quickly take a look at our equipment over here and see what we can just dump somewhere. You know, send to camp or something. Sort by weight. What do we have? Holy crap! We have 900. No. We have 13 pounds or kilograms worth of supplies. That's okay. I was worried it was like 900 kilograms or whatever. Really? This is the heaviest stuff I'm carrying? Let's send the druid leather armor over to camp. Not going to sell that ideally. I need to remember not to sell that. This leather armor can be sent to camp as well. What else have we got? Alchemy pouch, the warhammer I just picked up, this bedroll. Feels right to keep carrying that. Corlon's Grace, 1 to 8 damage. Natural Pugilist, you gain +1 bonus to unarmed attack rolls and damage. Unhampered resistance. If I'm not wearing armor, I receive +2 bonus to saving throws. Send that to camp. I might actually sell that. I haven't used that at all. This portrait should be sent to camp. What else have we got? A couple extra torches. Send you to camp as well. Just trying to buy us a bit of room here in terms of carry cap. Flute, shovel, alchemist fire, torches, bronze ingot. Let's send that to camp. Yep. And a drum. Nope, obviously gonna have to carry that still. Alright, that's good enough for now. I don't want to spend an entire episode just looking at my inventory, obviously.
My stab.
What else do we have over here? Chasm. Just a way down. I wonder... Because up top, we made a hole into, presumably, these crypts, right? So I wonder what... I wonder where exactly that would have led us. I'm going to pick up this Book of Dead Gods just to have it for reference in the future. But I think that's our snooping complete. Nothing else is left over here. Explore the ruins. Yeah, talk to the strange figure. What strange figure? Oh, is this a reference to, Withers? Because remember, he just kind of showed up at our camp, and some of you offered some explanations as to why that would have happened. And it makes sense for him to be Keeper of the Tombs or whatever. Yeah, we could try that, you know, we could try that. Alright, one last thing to do here I realized before we leave. Well, two things, actually. This entombed scribe hasn't been looted, has he? He has not. Grab that, thank you. And then I want to see what's going on over here if we pull this lever. I assume this ladder drops down, but I don't know where it leads, and it doesn't say anything, so I want to check it out properly. Go ahead and quick save. I was just about to say what's the worst that could happen, which is a trigger for me to remember to quick save, and with that quick save in place, let's check it out. Yeah, that part's predictable. Iron ladder to where? The chapel entrance. Up over here, this hatch. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, see, you can see that from up over here. I noticed that, and I was like, that's definitely something. And it makes me curious, like, okay, if I just pop up on that hatch, would I have been able to go there to begin with as opposed to go through here? Now, since I am up here, I don't have to exit the other way, but I am curious as to where it leads me. So here, let's head down the hatch. Let's head down the hatch. Let's see where the door takes us. Good to get familiar with all this kind of stuff, right? Let's go. Hop on. Oh, I don't know why I gave that command. I should have just walked. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All the way to the other end. Because I want to see where that door leads us, right? That presumably is another exit, just because of how it's marked on the map. Going. Don't close the doors. Keep going. One. Nothing else to explore. Yep, looks okay. Push that button already. So let's leave through the ancient door, I guess. Asterion. Pick that lock, please. Like, yeah, why is it an ancient door? What's on the other side? This stuff gets me curious, and by extension gets Beâr curious. That's a high DC, too, that we've beaten. Great. Can't beat a 10, but we can beat a 15. Love it. By a massive margin, too. Alright. We haven't actually used Thieves' Tools, by the way. Let's go. Oh. It's just this door. Wow, to think that... Wow, really? So if I'd just come back here once we found Asterion, which was very early on, are you telling me I could have just gone through? That's funny. That's funny. Couple things I want to do is the thing. Okay, first of all, how do I get back up there? Right, because this is a good excuse for us to check the space out. In fact, you know what? It looks like that is where I need to kind of go if I want to make my way back up. One of the ways I could go. All right, let's take a peek. I want to see where that giant hole leads. Right? Like I've left that one last item on my checklist. I want to see where that hole above the ruins actually goes. But since we're down here, perhaps it makes sense to take a look around while we're down here anyway. Like I said, Beâr is probably thinking about, like, we should do one last sweep for any survivors, anyone we missed, blah, 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 blah. You know, all that kind of stuff. Just trying to find where we haven't looked. If I go this way. And we haven't been up there. Hello. Let's see if we can get up there. Looks like these are jumpable. Yep. Hop up top there. Hop up top here. Hop up top here. The whole... What the hell? There's a whole, like, wall climbing section over here that I just waltzed past. Ooh, hello. Don't mind if I do. caustic bulb, elixir of fire resistance, and a bronze necklace to camp. Got ourselves some XP exploring this area as well, so can't complain about that, right? But yeah, let's make our way further up. There's this entire area over here that we haven't seen. Hop up to there. And can we? Too high. Too high. Watch, there's just like an easier way to get here, and I'm completely...
Well,
nope.
met.
Didn't mean to actually talk to him. It's a different area entirely. Not enough space. Path is interrupted. Shadowheart.
No time to dally.
Too high for you as well, is it? Nope, no it's not. Interesting path to get up there, but I'll take it. And I'm very curious what's actually up here. And that's not even this big blank space. Alright, fair enough. Oh, hello. Oh, this place. We walked past here and we decided not to go here, if I'm not mistaken. We came up here and we were like, let's go that way instead, and we'll come back to investigate this later. 26 hours later, here we are. Alright, fair enough. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Can these guys follow me, or can they not? Shadowheart on her own? Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't like that. Because who knows what'll actually happen.
Now.
Make our way down. Slowly but surely. And we know there's another way up there, so let's make our way up there properly. Shadowheart, I know you can get down here.
A long way to go.
Or can you
still.
not? Is this too big of a drop? Nah, you can get down here. Come on. All the way now. Let's go. Slowly jump my way down. There we go.
No time to rest.
Regroup. And let's make our way over.
Need to find a way forward.
I guess we go up this way, if I'm not mistaken. God, this was our first fight, wasn't it? Yeah, this was our first fight in the entire series. Well, our first fight after escaping the ship, to be fair. Okay, let's go. Up this way. That sound scared the crap out of me. Alright, here we are. I remember walking past this ancient sigil circle. Oh, well that's extremely inviting. Alright, we'll take a look at that shortly. I want to explore this area first, and then we'll poke our head in, because that's what Beâr would do. Might actually decide to short rest before we do that. Rogue's morsel. I'll take a proper look around over here. These the ruins? Oh, these are the ruins. Oh, okay, cool. Right, so I guess I would have come across here a lot earlier if I decided to go down this way. Funny. Alright, cool. Well, since we are up here, might as well take a look over here. See what's down there. Like, it looks like I have to jump down there. I see that I can. Minus 3 HP. Thought I saw a spot I could land at without taking any damage. There's nothing for me to climb down, it looks like. Nope. Alright, fair enough. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, I knew there was a spot where I could get without hurting myself, but it looks like... Well, it looks like we were gonna hop down. Oh, we're over here. Okay. I was trying to tell where in the map we'd end up. And here is where. So we would have come down, we would have stuck our neck out and been right next to an exploding barrel. Neat. Very neat, very neat. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, let's make our way out again. Oh, you know what? I could just do this. Overgrown ruins? Well, let's wait for that transition to happen. Yeah, sure, overgrown ruins. I think that makes the most sense. Well, ish. Gotta make my way back up so I can get to that unstable sigil and stick my head in, right? Because I can't help myself. Man, it's so funny seeing intellect devourers again. I haven't thought about them in so long, and it's like, wow, yeah, those guys, we got to fight a lot of them. It's also interesting to me just how much they changed the prologue between early access and 1.0. You know, there was so much less fighting in that prologue section. I think it's the right call, but it's just interesting. Anyway, And what else was interesting? This unstable ancient sigil circle. What do you got for me, buddy?
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Yeah. Touch the sigil. I feel like someone's supposed to be here that I'm talking to, or there's like a hand or something. I don't see anything. Who are you? Slap the hand, grab the hand, and pull. Let flow the words of prayer to soothe the sigil's magic, or it's far too dangerous to leave him to his fate. I have no context of what's happening here. This is an unfortunate bug. On the one hand, being a druid would incline me to try and soothe the sigil's magic. On the other hand, I'm curious, if I should slap the hand, or what I'm actually looking at. Well, let's soothe the sigil's magic. Sure. Heals in character, regardless of not knowing what's happening. DC of 7, easy enough. Good stuff. I shouldn't have spoken. Forbidden knowledge +1. Hello. Interesting. Gale, whatever you're doing, it's working wonders. Now, a quick little pull should do the trick. I recognize that name, Gale. We've come across that name before, haven't we? I feel like we have. Hello, Gale. I guess he apologized. No need to apologize. Are you alright? Or maybe he didn't apologize. At introductions. I don't know what he just said. This is so broken, and I wonder if it's so broken because we've come across it so late. This is funny. I remember actively walking past this, and I guess we missed a whole section of the game as a result. That's fun. No need to apologize. I assume he apologized. Are you all right?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
You don't trust this man. Draw your weapon. No, I don't see any reason not to trust him. I mean, I do, but Beâr doesn't. So I was, yes.
Then I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself. Yeah.
No use sugarcoating it, is there?
I guess not.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
Very much so.
You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
So first of all, I was always under the impression that that's pronounced adroit, like adroit. Sorry, still a little unwell, so I can't hit my R's, my French R's as well as I normally can. But I guess in English we just say adroit. That doesn't sound right. This is a funny reference to our good friend who wants to poke us in the eye with a needle. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that is still not a viable solution. I think.
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I was going to ask you the same question, can't say that I am, or as a druid I can say I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites, I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
He seems like a decent enough person. Yeah, sure, sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Oh, but I see you're traveling with plenty of company already. Perhaps I can join you later instead.
Is he gonna go to our camp? He's obviously a companion, right? So I assume he's gonna head to our camp. Is he just gonna disappear? I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens, because in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, there was an excellent moment where a character at one point just kind of leaves and he walks off into the distance in a straight line, And then, like, 5 minutes later, I might be a little hyperbolic there, but 5 minutes later, because of the camera angle in the same scene, but, you know, a whole conversation's been happening, you can still see him off in the distance walking in a straight line, just walking away. I love that movie. It's got so many good, like, oh, I love that movie. If you haven't seen it yet, Dungeons & Dragons movie is fantastic. Can highly recommend it, whether you do or do not play tabletop Dungeons & Dragons. But if you're watching this, chances are you're at least slightly exposed to D&D. I want to check my journal. I want to check the Wizards of Waterdeep. Yes, he's definitely a companion. Continue traveling with Gale. A wizard named Gale joined the party. He claims to have been on the Nautiloid, which means he's infected too. But we didn't get that weird mind melding thing happen, right? That didn't happen. So is he lying? It's fair for the game to phrase it as a claim, but this is the only time we've met somebody with we've met somebody who supposedly has the parasite who hasn't mind melded with us or anything like that. Anyway, good stuff. Funny to think about how differently things could have played out if we had seen that before we played the last 26 hours of this game. Because if I'm not mistaken, we came across that the first episode, maybe the second episode, I guess. So it's a little funny.
Broken. Must have been here a while.
Must have. All right, let's creep on up. Got a smashed cage. This reminds me, by the way.
Another broken trap. Who made these things?
Oh, I guess these are clues towards the goblin situation. Oh, it is so funny to come into this evidence after having already dealt with the problem in the neighborhood. That's really funny. But yeah, seeing the trap reminds me, I've been told about the owl bear. And I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously. But I'm a little disappointed with how things played out, is where I'll leave it. And they only played out that way because of things playing out in unexpected ways, which...
A good wizard is hard to find. Let's make Gale feel welcome, as best we can.
Alright, well, thanks for your opinion. We're all gonna walk through the fire? You all know how to jump? Thank you. Singed my toes a little bit. What was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought there. Oh, right, the owlbear.
The pride of the
So,
gate.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's get going.
It's good to know that there's a reason to attempt
If
things
not
differently,
over, then
right?
through.
And I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Trying to figure out how to get over here. Looks like I found my way over. It is funny how much we kind of just left behind, isn't it? Oh, is that it? Okay. Can I get across somehow? Some of this looks flat enough if I could reach it. Just don't think I can actually reach that far with a jump.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. I must keep
Alright.
going.
Not enough space. Yeah, we can't jump that far. Possible. Haven't we been... I mean, that's all this, right? Like, that is... Yeah, where we fought. So it's just this area that we haven't actually explored. Let's... Again, keep sweeping for survivors here.
Still alive.
And
So
here's
that's
the thing.
progress.
Here's the thing, right?
Moving in.
I've already found one purely by chance. When I came across that sigil, right, we were looking around near the ruins that we were already exploring, and we came across a sigil that was extremely curious, and we did what we would do in character, and we ended up finding somebody, another survivor, supposedly. So I think it's fair to say that at this point especially, Beâr would be like, I need to see if there are others. Because what a weird set of circumstances that was, right? Right? So I feel justified in sweeping now, especially. It's been a natural kind of development at this point. I guess I gotta go down there underneath the bridge. Alright, fair enough, let's go. I have a rough idea of where I need to head to. But it feels like we're almost done in this general area. We've got... Oh, no, we're not. We still have Karlach to deal with. Karlach, the Night Song. I don't know if I want to help out over here. I don't think it's the right thing. I don't think it's what Beâr would do. We're okay with speaking with the dead. That seems... It's temporary. It's temporary. Which is what makes it okay. I think. This looks like something we should be able to climb.
My faith protects me.
Yeah, that's not too high at all. Let's go up. And up over here. Ragged rock we can climb. Which means there's got to be something up here of value. There's a ladder up there too. Alright, we might need to just go with Shadowheart here if nobody else can jump that high. Let's see. Separate Shadowheart so she doesn't come down. Beâr, he's the one who can jump the least, so... Oh, he can reach. I had a feeling if we kind of get up to the higher area here, we'd be fine. There we are. Get everybody grouped up.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Up you go. And up we all go. Let's see what awaits us up here. I imagine we'll find something to dig up if nothing else. I shouldn't get so far ahead of the party. Who knows when we'll get ambushed. No, all good, all good. Nothing over here. Again, we might be able to jump down there. Definitely going up that ladder. But first... Anything to dig up? Nah, looks like a no on that. Alright, that's fine. Up the ladder. See what awaits us up there. Looks like this was a watchtower or something that got smashed in. Someone was making camp here, though. Recently, too, if the fire's still going. Well, who knows what that means in the context of the game and in-game time, right? Got a heavy chest up there. Can't get there. Get up. Climb the ladder. Come on, Beâr. Check out the heavy chest. Yep. Grab that. Smoke powder bomb. Send that over to Astarion. He tends to use throwables most. And that's that. Is that literally it? No, there's much more. Right, we haven't even got to the bridge yet. Alright, fair enough. There's definitely lots more to see. Make our way down. Let's go. We should be able to jump down. Without taking damage or anything like that. We should be okay. I wish we could run a bit faster than that. It's the thing about exploration, isn't it? Want to move just a little bit faster. Minus 3 HP. I think not. Not from up there, but from down over here. Yeah. No, no. My hand slipped just ever so slightly, and we went from not taking any damage to taking damage. Gotta love it. Astarion, get down there. No HP lost over there.
Stop me yet.
In comes Shadowheart as well. Let's go.
Before me.
Here's the bridge, and there's the path that we never took. Gotta actually make our way down first. Still so bummed coming over here, again being reminded of our failings. That's what they are, failings. Let's roll. So funny too, we came down here, and we just never went that way. Really gotta appreciate the level design that enables the ability to miss an entire part of the map because you're so immersed in the path you're set on and the events that you're taking on. I say level design, but I should say like just level design, quest design, how all those things shake hands basically. It's good stuff. It's beautiful stuff. Let's go ahead and quick save just in case, but it doesn't look like there's anything to see over here. It looks like a dead end. Scrapwood shield. Ruptured, sorry, Mind Flare pod. Alright. Plenty of those around. Actually, you know, this is the first one we've come across. Let's take a look here.
An empty Mind Flare vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
Is there more to see? I mean, supposedly. Let's head to the tea house, and then we can kind of push out this way. Might be something up there as well, but I'm not sure how I could get there. It looks like pretty rough terrain, right? Because we can't climb any of this stuff. We went all the way up there. Alright, to the Riverside Tea House we go. Continue our exploration from this general direction. Into the Putrid Bog, where I don't want to touch anything for fear of rot. Can't jump up there? Jump up there, okay, fair enough. Gonna cut straight through. Go as far as possible, as quickly as possible. Go up this way, I think. Or down that way? We'll start by going up this way. Nope, the wrong way, so to speak. We can turn right around, head this way. Keep an eye out for traps. Get hit by them. Start bleeding. Cool, that's fantastic. Bleeding and open wound. Good stuff. Okay, you know what? Let's short rest. We got 2.
That helped.
Heal up a little bit. Recover some of our used up abilities, right? Like the charge and all that good stuff. The warlock spell slots. I've been meaning to short rest for a while after getting an injury like that. Makes a decent bit of sense, so sure. There's a short rest. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Nothing to dig up or anything. Alright, cool. Make our way out. Lots of stuff up over there. Let's check that out. And keep an eye out for traps, please. What happened here? Got a loot, we got apples, we got backpacks. I'm not going to pick up any apples. Ooh, lots of sausages though. Send to camp, send to...
Creature could have caused so much damage.
Failed a nature check. We're not sure what kind of creature caused this damage, alright. I say as I pick up a bunch of sausages, interesting. The approachable east. Orcs, goblins, Rashomon, Neverwinter, good stuff. Go ahead and send that to camp. Again, we have a bookshelf there somewhere. Got a pouch up here as well. Lots of stuff. Hello. Lots of good food, supposedly. I was expecting it all to be rotten, but doesn't seem like it. Grab the water. The apples I'm a little less certain about, though, I'll be honest, just based on the apples we've seen so far here. Got another loot. I've already got plenty of loots. I got like 2 loots. Sun melon. Don't mind if I do. Esmeltar red. Yep. To camp it goes. Another backpack up there. Ooh, hello. I gotta start using scrolls. But that's the thing. If I use scrolls, I have less reason to rest. If I have less reason to rest, I have a higher chance of missing narrative progression. Hello. Such a weird, like, dichotomy or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm discouraged from taking rests outside of narrative reasons. And I have a hard time reconciling the push and pull of those two things. Grab the green dye, that's a lot of it. Let's go ahead and get the... No, tongues are useless. Thieves' tools, over to Asterion. Some water, don't mind if I do. Take the gold, take the trap disarmament tools. More sausages. Should have sent that to camp. This apple is fine, actually. Interesting, as is this pear. Not going to trust the ones that are on the ground. Just in case. A decent bit of loot here, and that is... Nope, not everything explored. Can I get up there? And if so, how? Well, this is clearly a dead end. Can I get into the water up here? Can I jump across? Imagine not. From up here, like this is densely packed, so I can't imagine getting there for any reason. Not enough space. Path is interrupted. Alright, I can't get into the water here. Okay. This is the blank spot. Doesn't look like there's anything actually here. Oh, but it's so inviting. Alright, you know what? I'm probably making a mountain out of a molehill. It might be time to hunt Karlach. Make my way up here. Like maybe there's... Oh, because that just takes us up there. This is where we first came across the auntie, right? And dealt with the brothers and stuff. God damn it. Rock right into that trap. Bleeding a bunch, got a bunch of open wounds. I wonder if we short rest again. Use up both in quick succession like that. But hey, we are able to actually explore over here, so that's good. Stopped all the bleeding soon enough. Curious about the open wounds and how those can fester and rot. Okay, looks like there's actually nothing here, really. All that for nothing. No way is that the reality here. Looks like it. I can't get through the waterfall. Alright, make our way out. We're done with the bog. We might be done with this entire part of the world, really. I don't think we can get up over here. I don't think we can get up over here. Looks like we have started rotting, so that's cool. We'll take a bit of damage, but I don't think we'll get too close to death. If we do, we'll take a short rest and we'll be okay. But let's get out of here. Let's make our way up to hunting down Karlach. And then we'll travel... Well, we'll find the Night Song and go through the Underdark. Really, another trap. Come on, man. You for real? Why are there so many traps here if there's nothing of value? Somebody explain this to me. Literally nothing of value. We're actually taking a fair bit of damage. I might actually need to short rest sooner rather than later. Let's go for it. What a waste. Should have done it sooner, just so we weren't rotting, but too late for that now. I mean, yeah, there are some spells and stuff we can use to help, but hey, it is what it is. So we got to make our way over to hunting down Karlach. Got to figure out how to get there. But before we do that even, I do actually want to head over to camp, because I think there's a conversation that needs to be had with Withers, if I'm not mistaken. He might be the strange figure that was referenced just earlier this session.
Fate spins along as it should.
Well, hey,
Dost
buddy.
thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Yep. I found in a plaque in a chapel about a guardian of tombs. Is that you?
That is where I was housed, yes. And thou needst not know why.
Alright, fair enough. Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Well, skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further? Again, we don't pick up on cues, right?
No.
Not surprised I could attack him. No, you know what? He's fine. I see no reason to expel him from my camp. He hasn't caused us any trouble or anything, so we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that, and that completes our exploration of the ruins. The strange figure admitted he was the guardian of the tombs and that he'd been sealed within one of the ruins' sarcophagi. Confirmation that that's the plural. He was likely the ruins' greatest secret. I'm so curious about how we were actually supposed to come across Withers. He just kind of showed up, remember? So I have no idea how he was actually supposed to show up. Anyway, since we're at camp, we're of course going to go ahead and talk to Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I'm keeping well. How you keeping, buddy? How you keeping, buddy? Oh my goodness. This animation's so good. Totally relate every time. Oh man, I was really hoping I could do it again. Fair enough, we shall leave. Right, so as we rot away, folks, I think it's time to call it a session. We've gone just a little bit over that hour mark. I like to keep these two. So we'll leave it here for the time being, and when we return, probably not going to commit to a long rest because we don't really need it just quite yet, but then again, I do wonder about what we've missed out in terms of story progression. So maybe we kick the next session off with a long rest, and then we go ahead on this quest to hunt down Karlach. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, and how I should go about doing it. But apart from that, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. They'll keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.